Hey guys, it's Anna with Jonestead Farm. It is time to start planting some pumpkins. We do have a pumpkin business. We do sell pumpkins starting in September. So now it is time to get the ones that take 110 days to get those in the ground to get them growing. I also grow giant pumpkins. So we usually will till our field, our pumpkin patch field, early in the spring to get the soil real loose. And we've let it sit, as you can see through the middle here. You see how much the grass has grown back, weeds have grown back. Now right here I do have a little patch of where I cleared out my chicken coop, and I've dumped that there. He's going to till over it, it'll till it into the soil, but that is where I'm going to plant my giant pumpkin seed. So I've already got 2 giants growing. The past 2 years I have grown, they are about 400 pounds. They can get up to 1,500 pounds. The guy that I get the giant pumpkin seeds from, that's how big his are. But you have to baby them, and I usually just plant my seed in the fields. This year I've decided to plant the seeds in a little pot so that I can monitor that main vine, so that way I can train it which way I want it to go. I can put it in the ground with that main vine already out, and I know which way it's going to grow. So he's going to finish up this field, and let's go take a look at the giant pumpkin plants. Oh, you guys, look at these beautiful lilac color iris. I love these. They are so pretty. And there's so many of them this year. I think I only had 2 or 3 last year. Need to get this one off. And right beside it, these are tiger lilies. So if these grow fast enough, I don't know if they'll bloom right in time, but they're orange tiger lilies. They are going to be so pretty with these iris. And they smell really good too. Here are the giant pumpkin seeds. They've already started with a true leaf. This is the pot. It's a small pot right now, but that's how big they are. Just barely sprouting and just barely getting their true leaf. And they will be going in the ground just as soon. Well, I'll probably know which way this one's going. So I can probably go ahead and plant that once my husband is done plowing the field up. But I'll have 2 going this year. Here's how my back door salad bar is going. It's doing pretty good. Not growing as fast as I would hoped it would. I keep watering it every night. It was packages of older seeds, and that's okay. I just hate for seeds to go to waste. But it's coming up. Pretty soon we'll be able to make a salad. The peas are growing really good. They're coming up. Probably gonna have to move the little chicken wire if they're not attached to it really well. Last year I planted sunflower seeds at the very corner right here, and I grew 2 sunflower stalks, I think it was. They were as big around as my arm, huge heads on these sunflower plants, and of course they dropped seed. So I'm getting volunteer sunflowers all over the place. I've already taken some out of this bed, but there's one right there. There's another one right there growing. When I was finally able to get the stalks up out of those raised beds, we brought them up here to burn them, and now we've got volunteer sunflowers all around the fire ring, and even some in the garden. Here's one. Here's another one. There's another one up there. And this trellis right here is where we do all of our cucumbers. I trellis my cucumbers. They vine up really good, train right up those trellises, and they're easier to pick. It keeps them off the ground, less disease, healthier plants. And we plant, let's see, Market More. I really like these for fresh eating. They taste really good. And also Boston Pickling. I love those for pickles. Been growing the Boston pickling for years. And I also planted some salt and pepper. They're the little white ones, and they taste delicious too. Last year was the first year I tried those. They grew really well, prolific, just like the other ones. Just great for fresh eating. Here's our onions. They're doing really good. Still have to get up there and weed a little bit at the very end, but they're doing great. I finally got my green beans out. I always do Blue Lake bush beans and dragon tongue bush beans. I love both of those. They are my excuse me, they are my favorites to grow. We got a long line of them put in last night. It's supposed to rain tonight. We will have another line of them put in probably in 2 weeks because I want to succession plant these. Also, here are our potatoes. They're doing really good. More sunflowers. But the potatoes, we had 2 hard freezes after we put these in and it killed them off. Black. And this is what they did. They grew back and they've done great. I used to use hay around them the last couple of years. That worked really good. Grew a lot of potatoes doing that method. It was easy to get them up. But for us, the hay kind of got moldy if it was too wet of a season, and the mice like to put their little nests in there, so we stopped using the hay for that reason. We are down here in the lower field. This is a small sunflower patch that we have, and we had a bunch of volunteer sunflowers, so my husband and I came through here with a shovel. We dug all the volunteers up, and now he's getting ready to till this again. I'm going to replant the ones that we dug up in a line, and then I will add my new sunflower seeds to this bed. The sunflower bed has now been retilled. It's ready to put some seeds in. Here are the sunflowers that I dug up that I'm getting ready to replant. And I want to show you all something. Imagine with me for a minute here. I have, let me scoot back here. 2 cattle panel trellises. This is at the front of our property near the road. And both of the cattle panels have solar lights on them. In between both of these cattle panels, I have sown flower seeds, all kinds of different zinnias, everything in this spot. They're starting to come up, plus a couple little weeds. Now between the cattle panels, my plan is to plant the giant pumpkin right there. So when people drive by, they'll get to see the flowers, giant pumpkin, more flowers, and then all this filled with sunflowers. And on the cattle panels, I'm going to be trellising the little mini pumpkins. They'll be trellised all through here. I did that last year, had orange ones and white ones. It was really cute. So that is my plan for this space. Different angle, close to the road right here. But that's what I'm doing. I will come in here and get rid of the weeds at the ends of each of the cattle panels. I'm going to put down some weed fabric so that they won't grow back and I won't have to weed eat and tear any of my flowers up or any pumpkin vines. But hopefully that will turn out the way that I'm envisioning it. So that's it for today, guys. We got a lot more to get done. I'm a little bit behind on getting my main garden planted. We've just had crazy weather, but it's time to get it done. See you next time on Jones Farm.